Welcome to Shore Perspectives, a community feature of WESR Radio, highlighting the spirit of the shore from those who call it home.
I'm Andy Dunton, and this is Rubble, a little dog that found us 4 years ago, actually the day before my 50th birthday. My youngest daughter, Courtney, called up to the house. It was dark. She said that this little critter had climbed out of the ditch and was in front of her car coming up the front lane. So I went out there and tried to catch up with him, and he would run off and then collapse. I mean, you could tell he was in bad shape, and I tried it probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 times or so, and didn't want to stress him out anymore. And went on about our business, and the next morning I'm coming back from dropping Courtney off at school, and one of the daycare parents, they called my wife is a daycare, and said there's this little dog in the back lane. And so I pulled up in the back lane and took 3 or 4 of us, but we got him surrounded, and I offered him my hand and got a leash on him and got him up to the house, got some food in him, some water in him, and within minutes I had him on his back, and he was wanting me to rub his belly. And the next day I taken off to go fishing, and ended up spending this day on the sofa with him, just kind of getting him used to us and carrying him out every 15-20 minutes, and he fit right in and been with us ever since. I kind of kid around about it. It's kind of like he didn't come from a shelter, but he's a rescue dog that I guess technically we got from scratch. You know, it's but he wound up at the right place. He's getting taken care of now, and he doesn't have anything to worry with. He likes to kind of act like whoever he's hanging with, and it's not just me. He every morning he follows my wife around, Susan, and she's getting ready for work, and of course he doesn't fix his hair or anything, but when she's doing it, I mean, he's right underneath her feet. She can't move but so much, and follows her around, loves her to death. If I'm looking at TV, he'll sit up on TV and or sit up on the sofa or whatever and watch TV with me. When the girls were doing their homework, he'd sit right there and curl up next to them as they're on the laptop, you know, doing their homework. I mean, and he loves the daycare. My wife's got a daycare, and this dog, I have never heard a growl come out of him except for once or twice while dreaming. I don't know if he was going after whoever treated him bad or if he was just pretending he was a wolf or something. But that's the only time I've ever heard anything that sounds like a growl, and it's probably only happened 2 or 3 times. It's not a mean streak in him. He loves the kids. He goes in there and hangs out with the kids. He's just an awesome all-around dog. I mean, it's just, I can't imagine anybody that would have treated somebody like this as bad as they had. He will hardly leave the yard. We'll let him out to do his business, and our lab, of course, will go anywhere. We've got to keep our eye on her, and he'll get right to the driveway, and he's like, I don't know if I really want to cross the driveway. He kind of sticks to the yard, and when he's done, he doesn't, you know, dallywag. He runs right back in and gets in the house, and he likes the climate control, the security, or whatever it is about being in the house. He's definitely a house dog. We don't leave him home. He likes water. The vet, I guess it's I don't know if it's a pre-diabetic condition. He's getting like 4 pills a day for some of his conditions, and one of them's being, I guess, a pre-diabetic, which means he drinks a lot of water, and which means he's got to go to the bathroom a lot. We don't leave him home if we can help it. He goes with us. Truck gets terrible gas mileage, and we'll sit there and run and idle. If we have to run in somewhere that a dog can't go, he's sitting in there with the air conditioning running. If we're going to get ice cream, he's going to get ice cream with us. We've tried the doggy ice cream. He doesn't want anything to do with it, but you give him people ice cream, he'll tear it up. He doesn't matter if it's soft serve from Chase's. He likes Cowlicks. He likes brown dog as long as it's the people ice cream. He loves it all. Well, it's all started when we first found him, before we realized that he had been abused. We put it out on Facebook if anybody was missing a dog. And once the first vet visit was over and we realized what he'd been through, trying to find who it was, it didn't matter. They weren't going to get him back. So then people started asking us about the dog, because we put it out. Everybody on the shore loves animals. I don't know anybody that doesn't love an animal of some sort. And so they kept asking about it, and so I started doing, which I post a lot of weird, some might say dumb stuff on the internet anyway. But so I started with the Rubble updates, and that's continued on for 4 years since we've had him. It doesn't matter if it's the 25th of the month. Everybody knows that it's the 25th because it's a picture of Rubble, some sort of Christmas outfit, let everybody know how many months. And we start in January at 11 months to go, and right on up to the big day. And any other little silly stuff that he gets himself into, we post on there. And he's got a big following. A lot of people love him. We go places, and everybody's like, that's Rubble, and people that I don't even know, my wife may know or somebody knows, but they'll point and say, that's Rubble. And if we don't have him with us, everybody asks, where's Rubble? And then they'll ask about the kids or somebody else, but it's always Rubble first. And we not really 100% sure if he can see real well, or if it's just the expression he has on his face. If he's across the yard or in the other room, you holler his name, or he hears or sees something, he'll look at you, and he'll just kind of reminds me of the old Mr. Magoo cartoon. So I put glasses on because I've got bifocals in the bottom of mine. My eyes aren't the best either, but just out of fun. Actually, I think the first time was reading glasses, and I think that picture he would happen to be in front of a magazine that was open, and without staging it, he had his two paws on the open magazine. He had the reading glasses on, and one of the people that had saw the picture after I had posted it said, well, look at what the page was. And it was funny, and we've still got the picture. The page at the top of it, whatever the article was called New Beginnings. And so from just being silly, we've put just about everybody's glasses in the house has been on his head numerous times. Just kind of brings out a little more personality in it. I got an email from Garden and Gun magazine, said that they had their annual Good Dog contest coming up, and as soon as I read it, I was like, we're kind of doing a little contest anyway without it being this. I said, I've got a picture I really like, and the picture that I picked, and it's a bunch of others that I guess I should have asked around the house. I didn't. I just submitted the picture I had in my mind. It was a picture of taken in Cape Charles right next to Dead Rise Pizza. He's sitting on one of Smitty's, their CC Riders, one of his golf carts. He had a Don't Tread on Me boonie hat on, a pair of sunglasses, and he looked about as cool as a dog could look. And that's the picture I chose. Entered it, and of course shared it on Facebook, and it has really turned into something. I mean, the local people have really taken Rubble under their wing to begin with, and this, I mean, they've rallied behind him. It's been phenomenal and far-reaching. I mean, we even have family in Great Britain that are posting every day their votes, and it's been pretty neat. I logged on. I've got a timer on my watch. Matter of fact, I've got 20 minutes before I can vote again, but it goes off. I set it for every hour. Go on and log on and vote. I happened to log on, and it was 9,999. I said, no way. Boom, hit it, and of course 10,000. And of course I had to screenshot both numbers and had to throw that out there to everybody. And I know they didn't purposely do it, but it was kind of neat that it was saved for me to do the 10,000th vote for him, and they're still climbing. It doesn't matter how bad your day's been, how good your day's been, how you look, how you feel. They love you the same no matter what. If you're down, they're down. I mean, I've never had a dog where if you didn't feel bad and you laid down, that they didn't curl right up there and feel bad with you. I mean, it's just an animal that, they're not with us. I can't remember who actually said it, but it was, they're only here for a part of our life, but we're there for them their whole life. And they're 100% there for us. You know, their entire life is just, all they want to do is be with us. I mean, that's it. It's been a pleasure and an honor to have this dog. An animal like this, he doesn't have a mean streak one in him. He'd do anything in the world to make somebody happy, love them. You know, he just wants to be him. And I can't imagine somebody wanting to hurt something like this. He's definitely been a blessing for us.
You can vote for Rubble in the Good Dog Contest once an hour, 24 hours a day, now through October 8th. Go to Gun & Garden Magazine website or visit Andy Dunton's Facebook page for updates and the link to vote for Rubble. For WESR Radio, I'm Kelley Gaskell.